I'd like to welcome back to Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. Today we fight a boss, and then futz around a bit. There's a lot of futzing around this video. So yeah, in case you haven't guessed, the boss is going to take us all the way down there, I think. And let's pick some souls. Let's go for the, that guy. Flea Man. Because Flea Man can bounce around a bunch. I didn't do well this fight. Could have done better. Could have done better. Ugh. Ooh, my stomach. Ugh. Yay, it's a door. Yeah. Meet Gurgoth. He's pretty neat. The biggest problem I have is that he has this weird poison attack that really sucks. Look at that. Fleamen are just really effective. At least the boss music's good, you know. This fight is so much easier if you just do the tactic that I like to call the werewolf tactic, which we'll show off soon enough. I like how his head, that he has to wrap back his own skin. Anyway, here he breaks the floor because he's a big angry baby. Oh yeah, Soma's going down the speed of... I like that 3D background. It works really well in this situation. I like how when he pulls his head out, the floor is damaged. I wonder if that anklet reduces his defense or something. It's kind of weird that it happens. But yeah, we did see this boss in Portrait of Ruin. They love reusing bosses for some reason. By the way, I think you end up down here when he is at like 25% health. So this could have been a much faster. And much less death. Anyway, I do pretty well on this one. Whee! Yeah! Did it in one. Although I'm very close to death, so make of it what you want. So he gives you a soul that's required to make a weapon. His soul's not that great. It does very little damage. It's hard to use. It's not a good attack. There are much better moves than that. So just sack it for the weapon. It's worth it. Unless you don't want the weapon, in which case I guess you could just hold on to it. Ah, yes, souls. What am I? Oh yeah, I'm showing off this whole thing is broken and busted. That's every floor, which means a couple of enemies don't spawn there anymore, though you can find them elsewhere. And you have to use the things. It's not very fun. So here I show off the werewolf trick. I think I do. No, I show off the great axe armor first. That's a pretty good move. His soul's not that bad. Not worth the grind, though. He's kind of hard to grind. Oh, wow, I missed. I like how it's just described as an oddly shaped key. How do I know what it's for if you just call it an oddly shaped key, you know? I can't make good value judgments based on that. Dun, 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 dun. Werewolf! Look at that! Let's shoot all the attacks. It works as fast as you can press that button, and it is awesome! The only downside is that it costs a lot of MP to do, because you're just rapid firing. There are a lot of souls that work with that. The only time I ever heard the term bashful is when it relates to a fucking anime. Let me look up what the word even means. Bashful. Oh, dictionary. Because it sounds like you're just pushing people around. Oh, look, the sword looks pretty cool now. I'm like, do I want to keep the Gurgoth? No. reserved. Huh. Why is that called bashful? Oh, it comes from abashed. Which means embarrassed. I guess that sort of makes... It doesn't make sense. Is it like the cool guy version of being shy or something? Yeah, this all sucks. It does like 15 damage to an armor knight. It should do way more than that. But it's like, nope. It's the suckiest attack you can get. It doesn't even have a high rate of fire. It just sucks. Don't bother with it. Just get the weapon. It's useless. I guess it's useful against a row of enemies, but you can take those out with Persephone, which does more damage. You know? Oh my frickin' Christ, Soma Crew, stop using the first-person bracket attack! I explained to her how nobody understands me, and I was buying black makeup online. And she said, Jesus Christ, get over yourself. Dun, 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 dun. Da-da-da. Shopping, hoping to buy something better than a mace, still can't. Man, that was boring. Why did I even visit the village? This is a lot of parts. You know, like, this goes up to part D, which means that there are 3 different cuts, and I usually don't have that many cuts, at least not in this stuff. Because I have to put this in an Avacynth file, and that Avacynth goes through virtual dub, which means there's a whole bunch of stuff involved. In terms of me having to write out what parts... Oh look, the door opens, and there's a fancy animation for no reason. It's like, oh man, look how fancy. Like, why would you build a door that complex? Just put a little lock on it. It just goes click, click. Soma Crews cannot pick locks, so it doesn't matter. I goes forward dash, causes this entire cape to just jerk forward with inertia. The cursed clock tower. Because the regular clock tower just didn't cut it. Oh, Soma. I gotta look and see if the whip thing. I don't know if it does. If it does like punch damage, strike damage, I'm probably gonna swap it out because it's just strike damage is just slightly better. Well, I've been busy grinding souls and collecting money to buy that damn ring, so. Ah! Aricado, Julius too. Here we are, the Soma Crew. Well, Soma's right there. Isn't he the Dark Lord or something? Julius! It must be Dario! And he just leisurely walks off like a Mike Jackson. It's like, woo! Even look, Julius at least put some effort forward, looking like a cool guy. Also, Aricado needs a frickin' coat. We've got the Caped Crusader, the Caped Crusader, and then we got Man in Business Suit. It just doesn't work out that way. I wonder if there's a game that lets you play as Julius as like him defeating Dracula. Because Julius is such a cool guy. He's like, man, I'm gonna be cool. Even though I'm probably very old because I fought back in 1999, and this is like 35 years later at least. I think it's like 37? 38? Oh man, it's generic COG platforms. At least that stayed consistent. I can't blame him. It looks alright. It actually looks kind of silly, but that's a detail that doesn't matter all that much. It works. Man, it's 86. That's a lot of damage. Anyway, imps drop a soul that we need in order to fight certain enemies. Specifically the golems, I think. I'll tell you what it means when we get it. I'm gonna do Werewolf Slaughterer, because that's gonna look stupid. Yep, yellow heads always petrify you, blue heads do nothing. Oh look, there's a hanged man, who is apparently an army guy, because he left his jacket on the floor. Before I hang myself, I will put down my coat, so that this lady can walk without stepping in the mud. What a gentleman! A gentleman indeed! If your microphone worked, you would have heard me just mashing like crazy. Because that sucks. It's not that bad with a weapon like this, because it's like slow and it usually hits everything around you, but... So yeah, the way the imp works is you damage their MP instead of their HP, and if their MP is reduced to 0, they die. Which is good, because in the case of the Iron Golem, they have way too much defense, but they have very little MP, so if you hit their MP instead, it's like, whoop, you're dead. I guess you could also just be very patient, but I think they have like 1 billion HP or something. Some enemies, it just doesn't matter all that much. You know, could always try. Yeah, petrifying spikes. Not a pleasant combination. Boop! Summon Harpy, why not throw razor-sharp feathers? That's usually what that does. So yeah, if you want to dramatically increase your DPS, Persephone and just regular attacks is a pretty good way to increase damage and keep your HP up. I like how she just sucks up imps. Oh, you're so dirty, you don't belong here. Okay, so these guys have interesting souls, especially that guy, which gives you the increased backstab damage, which is useless because backstabbing is kind of hard, since enemies just turn around on the dime. And how do you know what the backside of a slime is? I don't know. You tell me. So I grind a bit, but I'm like, I don't really care too much. Right now, at least, I'm doing recording stuff. So once I get the tan jelly, I just screw off, which reduces physical damage. Which is nice, I guess. A little bit of defense is always good. Tangeli. Oh, Tangle and Jelly. Well, that's quite the name. Dun. Yeah. Oh, resistance to strike attacks only? Huh. That's a very specific ability, but sure, why not? Might have some practical applications, I guess. Oh, there's 1 MP, so using the imp is a very good way to get rid of them. Oh no, it's a tree, which has a really bad soul that just, you know, raises constitution, lowers strength. It's like, come on, that's not that good. Anyway, that's a shortcut that was sometimes useful, I guess. Oh, shortcut, you're so bashful. You really never hear bashful outside of animes. Amigas. Those kind of Japanese stuff. I guess it's because it's like a cool guy version of being shy, you know? Or reserved. You're like, bashful. Bashful is what you should be called when you dash around like Wario and just smash and body slam into stuff. I'm bashful. Prepare to be body slammed. Not, I'm so bashful. Notice me, Tsundere. Which sounds like lightning thunder, which is cool. And then it's like, oh, it's just a bitch. Well, cold, conniving bitch. I can't believe you got your own word. I hope Japan is happy that their limited combination of words is working out for you. such a limitation of the Japanese language that's eventually going to bite it in the ass. Unless it starts doing funny stuff, in which case it will work out just fine. Ah, the problems of, you know, languages clashing. I like how you can suck up his cloud. It's like, it's not exactly... Well, it's probably leave behind a stony coating on the floor. Well, we're almost at the end of the video. Soma's been such a bashful motherfucker. Look at him, just being reserved and restrained as he just smashes all over the place and has a scantily clad maid lift her skirt in front of him as she vacuums. That is the most bashful you can get. You know who's more bashful than that little baby Soma who sits in the Quetzalcoatl? Man, that little baby Soma is the best. MVP. MVP. Oh, look at that. So weak. You're a chode. You're a chump. Oh, he has 1 MP. That's why it's so weak. Anyway, we're almost there. I'll see you guys next time. Well, if you enjoyed, I guess. Oh, decreases attack by half, increases defense by a quarter. That sucks! Oh no, 20%. I don't know which one it is. Doesn't matter. See you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed. Hopefully we won't see the foreskin monster next time. Bye-bye!